Yeah, let me see that.
Yeah, somebody's handing him something.
Was it a brain?
Who knows what that was?
We hope to God it was a fucking brain, Amelia. Let me.
I know, right? I don't know if you can see it really well, but
This guy's the leader of the free world.
hmm
Fucking scary thought.
I have that. He doesn't know what to do next.
No, he doesn't. He's the president. He don't know what to fucking do. Oh. We're going to do a whole. We're doing 2 shows dedicated to this moron.
I have this saved for you. When I saw it, I said he's gonna
Good. Hold
crack.
on to it because
He's gonna.
that's the kind of stuff that I live for.
He's gonna crack
Watching
up.
Joe make an ass of himself.
I-
What all I got to do is turn the news on, and I can see that
yeah,
every.
I said he is gonna laugh at that.
Oh, geez. So what'd you do today?
Just oh my god, this poor girl. She's a new person. She just learned dental. They trained her first. She's like, this lady doesn't want to get off my phone. I don't know what to do. Help, help, help. She had to get that
She
lady.
started panicking.
Yeah.
Oh
And I was like,
God.
and I looked over there to see who she had. And I said, oh God, not her. Don't send her to me. She got that lady 3 times. I
Oh
felt so bad
man.
for her. And I said, well, guess what? She goes, what? I said, you're initiated now.
Yeah, you're in now. You're in the club now, kid.
But she handled it like a trooper. I gave her kudos because she did good for knowing. I mean, just barely being by herself, finally without
Yeah.
the trainer there. But I was there to help her, and I was like, I
Right.
don't know how she did it. She did good. I was like, I felt so bad for her. I was about to go live because I'm going to tell him that
You
we're about
ready
to.
to do a show tonight? You want to do a show?
Yeah.
We could do that. We could do a show. Are we
Eh,
going to do a clean show or a dirty show?
it's probably going to be both. You never know anymore.
Why don't we do? I'll tell you what. Let's do this.
Hmm.
I'll issue a small disclaimer. Here you go.
There you go.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago, and in New York City at 7 p.m. Hello, everybody. Once again, you're with the Mad Dog, Angelo Mad Dog DeCipio for WWTF Radio, and she's back. Oh, I shudder to think she's back for another night. Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman. How are you, Amelia?
I'm doing better today. How are you? I'm home.
You're doing well. I heard you had quite the day today.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just me. It was pretty much
Did the new
everyone.
girl quit yet?
No, she hanging like a trooper. I'm so proud of her.
Good for her.
Yep.
Good for her.
Yep.
See, Amelia works in the health field, which is like God bless her because she's doing a great service for people. But there ain't enough aspirins in the world to give me that job. Ain't happening. Nope.
Nope.
So, how do you do it every day? How do you deal with? Because everybody knows I hate people.
Mhm.
I really do. I really don't like, and I shouldn't say hate. I,
Mhm.
I'm not fond of. Let's put it this way: I'm not fond of people.
Mhm.
But I don't. I'm not going. I'm not going to say because God doesn't like hate. You
Mhm.
know. Um, my
Well,
wife. My wife is always saying God don't like ugly.
nope.
You know.
Well, let's
Um.
just say that you and Pastor Steve has opened a store for me to where I could say, "Oh God, grant me the serenity, please," so where I can actually start saying,
Absolutely.
"Yes."
Oh,
I'm starting to
absolutely.
open my eyes and say, "God, grant me the serenity, please."
I'm telling you what, Pastor Steve's good that way. If
Mhm.
you ever want somebody to talk to,
Mhm.
let me just pop him up over. Here you go.
Yeah.
Pastor Stephen Kwiatkowski, he is our resident clergy. He
Mhm.
also happens to be my nephew, and I love the kid.
Mhm.
He's 40 years old. I call him a kid. It's,
Mhm.
you know you're an old fart when you're calling a 40-year-old a kid. You know, he is the pastor of Union Protestant Church. It's an Anglican church at Naylor Avenue, 22 Naylor Avenue in Clementon, New Jersey. If you are in or around the New Jersey area, Philadelphia, New York, it's not that far a trip. Come on and visit.
Mhm.
See Pastor Steve. You can reach him at 856-896-5332. If you want to talk, if you got a problem, if you are drug dependent, alcohol dependent, if you need somewhere to go,
Mhm.
Pastor Steve can set you up on the right
Or you just
course.
need some advice and someone to talk to. Pick
Oh,
up the
that's the
phone
guy.
and dial it.
The
Yeah.
other thing, we definitely want to do this. The National Runaway Hotline. We call it the helpline because they're really there to help you.
Yes.
It's 800 Runaway, 1-800-786-2929, or text for help. TXT, the number 4, HELP. Anytime you text for help, they will be there. You'll get a phone call in less than a minute. I promise you,
Mhm.
you will. It's TXT, the number 4, HELP, text for help.
Mhm.
That's simple.
Yes.
Okay. 1-800-786-2929. It's the National Runaway Hotline. Amelia,
Yes.
well, we got a great show tonight, but
Mhm.
before we do, let's
Mhm.
get into the newsroom. What's
Yes.
happening in the news?
Sadly, we lost a wonderful songwriter, singer, Gordon Lightfoot, today at the age of 84.
Yes. 84, Gordon Lightfoot, one of my
Mhm.
favorite
Yes.
singers. I love
Mhm.
Gordon Lightfoot. He wrote, let me tell you what this guy did in his life. You're talking about
Yeah.
accomplishing something.
Yes.
He wrote songs for Bob Dylan's a songwriter, okay? And
Poet. Yes.
Gordon Lightfoot wrote songs for a songwriter.
Mhm.
He wrote for Elvis Presley, Sarah McLachlan, Barbara Streisand, Peter, Paul, and Mary, Harry Belafonte, who we just lost. I'm
Mhm.
sure they're having a conversation now.
Oh, yes.
Jane's Addiction, Richie Havens, Glenn Campbell, the late Glenn Campbell, Toby Keith, Anne Murray, who I love Anne Murray,
Mhm.
Nana Muscuri, and George Hamilton, including Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin in that crew, because Gordon wrote music for all of them, but he wrote 2 songs, Early Morning Rain and Kentucky Rain, for Elvis Presley. The songs that garnered him fame, Amelia,
Mhm.
are songs like the Wreck of
Sundown.
Edmund Fitzgerald,
Mhm.
Sundown, right? What else?
Mhm. And If You Can Read My Mind is another one.
Right? Carefree Highway, Early
Mhm.
Morning Rain,
Mhm.
Canadian Railroad Trilogy,
Mhm.
Pussy Willow, Rainy Day People,
Mhm.
um, Cotton Jenny, Stay Loose,
Mhm.
Song for a Winter's Night. That's a great song.
Yes.
Um, Black Day in July. That's a true story. Go find out what that one's about.
Mhm.
Um, let's see, The Pony Man and Daylight Cat, and that's
Mhm.
just
Just to name a
some.
little bit.
That's a
Just a
handful.
Yeah.
That's a small, what you
Mhm.
want to call a small smattering
Mhm.
of Gordon Lightfoot, because the man is truly, as I was going to say, was true. I'm going to say it in present tense because he really is.
Yes, a
He is
legend.
truly a genius
Mhm.
when it came to the written word and song.
Oh, yes.
What else did happen in the world of news today?
The Writers Guild in Hollywood went on strike today
Oh
as well.
yeah, I guess we're not going to get any more fake reality TV shows now.
Well, TV shows and movies actually because of the AI that is, that
You
has
could
been
tell everybody what. 'Cause, you and I both know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Tell
AI
everybody
is
what they're talking about here.
the AI is a computer programming machine that you can pretty much just type in something and it will blurt out like a beautiful poem for you with that pretty much written. You can
It'll
type in
type
say,
a script for you.
you can
If
say
you tell the AI, like
three
what
words maybe.
Amelia's telling you,
Hmm.
and I want everybody to kind of like listen to me because it's really
Yeah.
important. This is where it's not just for Hollywood, folks. This is where
No.
it's going.
Hmm.
Okay. You could you could speak into your AI, your computer, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Write me a sitcom about two fat men and a beautiful blonde,
Mm-hmm.
and it will,
Yeah.
okay? And it'll probably be something better and funnier than you could write.
Yes.
But there's one problem with AI. It will never, it can't, it did not then and won't do it now. It cannot feel emotion. It
No.
cannot understand emotion. It is simple and factual and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could it be funny? Possibly. But remember, comedy is an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. People don't think in terms like
No.
that. We think, when I say to you, Amelia,
Mm-hmm.
to describe something emotional to me, you're going to say probably, oh, Mad Dog. I'm thinking maybe something sad, something teary
Mm-hmm.
eyed.
Mm-hmm.
People don't get it that comedy is an
Mm-hmm.
emotion too.
Exactly. It is. Yes.
They don't understand
Mm-hmm.
that as far as we've come with AI, which by the way means artificial intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of like Joe Biden,
Right.
because he doesn't have they gave him a brain.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they gave him the brain of a GI Joe from Mattel Toys.
Mm-hmm.
Um, poor fella. I really feel bad
Yeah,
for him.
just like if they say something like, if we get arrested, remember you're deaf and I don't speak English. I speak Spanish or something like that. That'll be something funny to the point. And they're like, okay, AI won't understand that. They'll be like, okay, we get arrested. Yeah, you robbed the bank. See how the
Well,
two
I'll tell
different
you
things are.
what.
That's
I
two
don't
different
want to
things,
be.
you know.
I don't.
But you know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
want
That's
to
a
be.
difference.
Yeah, I get where you're going, but I don't
Yeah.
want to be anywhere near
Mhm.
Joe Biden if they put,
Mhm.
God forbid, your brain into his body. Because did you
Exactly.
think this country's in trouble now?
Mhm.
We're going to have a speed talking Mexican voice coming out of this slow talking turtle ass. Oh my God.
But that's what they would say. I mean, AI would say something like, "Yeah, remember, you robbed a bank and you took the money away from me," or something like that. And
Yeah.
or I would say something funny like, "Remember, I speak only Spanish and you're deaf." And that would be the funny part that I would write as a personal writer. See, there's a
Do me a
difference.
favor.
Hmm.
Stick to medical
But
profession.
you know what I mean? But that's the
I
difference
do.
that somebody would write
I
and
know
AI
exactly. Sure.
and
I know
it
exactly what you're talking
and
about.
I understand where they're coming from because a lot of people depend on
Well,
those
of
jobs.
course.
They, they're medical. Some of them may have a sick parent or a sick spouse, sick children that
Yeah.
need that insurance, and I can understand where they're coming from.
Well, yeah, I get it. I get it,
Mhm.
and I don't think. Listen,
Mhm.
I don't think artificial intelligence is going to take anyone's job in Hollywood for two reasons. Number one,
Mhm.
there's not many writers left in Hollywood. They're a
Mhm.
dying breed. Okay,
Right.
what they're doing, and I don't want people to understand this. Okay, and I'm pretty confident in my ability to
Mhm.
speak the truth here. A lot of what you're watching on TV is being written by college students.
It is.
I
Yes.
want you to hear what I'm saying,
Mhm.
okay? It's being written by college students as part of their writing course.
Mhm.
And why? Because it's free, it's
Mhm.
cheap. They don't have to pay writers.
No.
Writers today that are thinking about going on strike, they're worried about AI.
Mhm.
They should be worried about college kids
Yes.
because we have a friend of this show. His name's Jeffrey Mark.
Mhm.
Jeffrey used to write for reality shows and for sitcoms and for television. Okay. Jeffrey used to do that.
Mhm.
It doesn't take a great deal of talent to write. And I'm not putting Jeffrey down. Is he a decent entertainer? Yeah. but I've seen some of the stuff he's written,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not setting the world on fire.
No.
And again, Jeffrey, if you're out there, brother, I love you. But let's be honest, babe, you're not setting the world on fire with the shit you wrote.
Right.
That's why you're in nightclubs singing. But he does write a good book.
Mm-hmm.
He does write when he knows the subject matter. He writes a good book. Ella Fitzgerald, for example, he wrote the book on Ella. Lucy, okay, the book on Hollywood. That's Jeffrey's forte.
Forte, yes.
But writing books, but not, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
Jeff, I love you, but not TV.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
What else you got, Neil?
That's all that we have for now, right now. But like, you were saying, for people's forte is a lot different. That's why maybe TikTok is around for people, but we don't know, what it is. But I do know
Well,
that.
you just opened up you. She don't know what she did, folks, but she just opened up a Pandora's box.
Hmm.
Let's take a look at the video of the best of TikTok.
Oh dear.
Word of apology to our audience. We're sorry you wasted your time expecting to see the best of TikTok. There is no best of TikTok. It's all bad. There's absolutely nothing good or redeeming about TikTok. It is completely and catastrophically void of any semblance of original or thoughtful material or any thoughtful concept. I put that on because I know that you loved it. Amelia,
Yes.
here's the worst of TikTok. What's the Buzz Podcast presents the worst of TikTok. We're sorry, there simply isn't enough time in this program to show you the worst of TikTok. We'll be here well into 2024 doing that. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be. I was so good, I was going to play it again. Yeah, we'll be here to next year trying to find the worst of TikTok. There's so much to pick from. Oh my God. Well, what we're going to do, I want people, we're going to take a look at I have a compilation,
Hmm.
and you and I are going to talk. Normally, we don't talk over the video,
Hmm.
but tonight we're going to talk over the video.
Hmm. I
What
wanted
did I
to.
tell you today about? I'm
Oh,
going to knock you out, girlfriend.
I wanted to really quickly wish get well soon to Panda Queen. She was going to join us tonight, but she's not feeling well still. So I wanted
Oh,
to
Panda
get
Queen,
well.
listen, I wanted you here. You pissed out on me. Get better,
Yes.
okay? Get better. I think you're faking it. I just don't think you want to be
No,
around me.
she's got a real bad cough for real.
Does she really?
Yes.
What about Dirt Digger? What's he up to?
I think he's still working hard as always. So providing for the family.
Well, yeah, he's got to buy all kinds of Aaron Carter shit for her. Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to bust your chops. I love you, Carrie. I love you, kid, but I'm still going to bust your chops. I want to take a look at some video, but before we do, let's go over some of the stuff we talked about last night. We kind of went last night. I showed some kind of funny stuff,
Yes.
and some weird looking. I found out what that was.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh, did you really?
yeah, somebody was. It's I don't know if you saw it, but it's on a farm. Somebody was trying to hybrid two animals together,
Oh my gosh.
and that's what it was. Somebody tried to merge a pig and a cow.
Oh my gosh.
That's why that little creature, and I pray to God that little creature died. I really do. I pray that thing died. I'm not going to show it again.
I'm just glad our radio audience could not see that because that was
Yeah,
pretty
for
bad.
that I'm grateful. I'm not going to show it again. In fact, the video I'm showing tonight, I will only show this once on this program. I
Mhm.
will never show it again.
Oh.
This is, let's just take a look. Let me just set this up. And you and I, Amelia, need to tell people a little bit about what bothers us here. Amelia and I don't like when people indiscriminately bash religion. or worse yet, even worse than bashing religion, mocking it.
That's the worst
Okay.
part. I do not like that.
When the mockery, when that mockery comes from the church itself, then my ears go up, my radar goes up, especially when I see the Pope. And you're going to see the Pope. What does the Bible say? Do not worship graven images. What does that mean, Amelia?
Do not worship any other image other than God. Do not praise
Exactly.
another.
That's exactly what it means. You just told everybody exactly what it means. Well done. Kudos. It also means something, one more little thing. It means don't worship statues. And don't worship any other gods like Buddha,
No.
like the bunny rabbit, like what do you want to say?
Well, of course, the statue of Satan. Of course, nothing like
yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
It would be like worshiping the Statue of Liberty as a god.
Correct. Or a Hindu statue or anything.
I want you to take a look at this. Take a look at this. We're gonna. There's about, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 clips tonight. So we're going to just take one at a time. Let's take a look. And now, this here is what we're seeing in the Vatican. You see what the Pope is doing? You see what he's doing, Amelia?
Yes,
the Pope is worshiping a statue with incense. You see that incense?
That incense, isn't that like the guardian of the children, the statue? Virgin Mary?
You're close.
Mm-hmm.
You're close. It's not the guardian of the children. That is Saint Francis, who I believe Saint Francis is the patron saint of animals. I believe. I think I'm right. But whoever shot that video, they had to know that there were cameras around. And they had to know that put the Pope in a very bad spot. Now, I'm going to give the Pope for now
a pass.
I'm going to give the Pope a pass. Yeah. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for now. But we'll come back to some other stuff and maybe he won't get a pass. The next clip you're going to see is very interesting. Remember, Amelia, we did the moon show, the fake moon landing?
Yes, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
You're going to hear something. And again, this guy, the astronaut, Buzz Aldrin, okay? He has to know there's a camera there. This girl's going to ask him a question. Listen to his answer and then stay right there. Because then a little girl, a little kid, is going to ask him kind of along the same lines, okay? Watch what he says.
Scariest moment of the journey.
Scariest
moment.
It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
Amelia, what did he say?
It could have happened.
It
didn't happen. It could have been scary, is what he said.
Yeah. It didn't happen. It could have been scary if we went. Watch.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question.
An 8-year-old girl. Did you hear what the girl asked him?
It was kind of muffled a little.
What she asked him was, were you scared going to the moon?
Mm-hmm. And he said,
I'll
that's not an
play it
8-year-old
again
question.
for you. Watch. Yeah, I'm going to play it again for you. Watch. Because I want you to hear it.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
Because we didn't
Didn't
go
go
there, and that's the
there.
way it happened. He doesn't know he's being recorded. Amelia, I gotta give it to Buzz Aldrin. If he's doing this purposely, good for you, Buzz. Thank you for telling the truth to the public. Okay?
Absolutely.
Because what are they going to do to this man? He's almost 90 years old. Okay, he's 88 years old. What are they going to do? They're going to kill an 88-year-old man?
Exactly. And then we also had, when we did our show, we have the proof of the boot.
We already know they killed Neil Armstrong.
Yes.
Watch.
And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going. Money is a good thing. If you want to buy new things, new rockets, instead of keep doing the same thing over, then it's going to cost more money. And other things need more money too. So having achieved what the president wanted us to do, and then what thousands, millions of people in America, and millions of
Do you honestly believe that this 8-year-old girl understands what he's telling her?
I don't believe as of yet. If she doesn't.
No,
Mm-mm.
I don't think so. What?
people around the world. You know, when we toured around the world after we came back, the most fascinating observation was signs that said, "We did it." Not just us, not just America, but we, the world, different countries. They felt like they were part of.
Did you hear that? They felt like they were a part of it. Watch.
What we were able to do, and that made us feel very good.
Okay. Now, let's pull this out for just a second and let's talk about Edward Buzz Aldrin. Hero? Is he a hero? Is he
For telling the
victim?
truth.
Is he, well, hold on. Is he a hero? Is he a villain? A victim? Or does he simply not know any better? Or does he not give a shit?
He's a victim for one. Two, he's a hero for telling the truth. And I think now that he's that age, he doesn't give a shit.
I think you're absolutely right.
In that order.
I think all of the above.
Yeah, because now, like you said, he said nobody's been to the moon. And I think I heard in a news station that they had a rocket that was going to try to fly people around the moon for the first time, if I remember correctly. They were going to do a sample mission to fly a rocket around the moon for the
There's a problem, though.
time.
Here, look, even Elon Musk, who I believe is one of the brightest men in the world, even Elon Musk knows you can get a rocket into space. That's easy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
What you're not going to get, you are absolutely not going to get a rocket to land on the moon for two very good reasons. Number one, it's never been done. Number two, if you get through the Van Allen radiation belt, you'll be dead before you hit the moon. It's pure radiation. You'll be dead. It will fry you up. It will fry you like a chicken wing.
Just like that.
That's what we're talking about. How did men not go to the moon? Because they can't. They can't reach it. The Van Allen radiation belt prevents you from going to the moon. In order to get around the Van Allen radiation belt, it would take you at least 500 years to do that. And we don't have that kind of time, okay?
No.
Huh.
And they didn't think that whenever the technology we have now would be able to see the pictures in their helmets and everything in the
Oh,
mirror.
God. Wait, please. Hold on. Watch this. Look at it. Another religious one. I want to know something. By the way, what we're looking at, for those on radio, we're looking at a secret Masonic ritual. How they snuck a camera in here is beyond me, because to my knowledge, again, I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, cameras have never been allowed into the Masonic rite. If I'm wrong, then tell me I'm wrong. Did you see what they were doing, Amelia?
Some kind of a ritual, praying to something or bowing to something.
No, no, dear. What they're doing is they're casting their care to the altar.
Oh, like that, to like they're with both of their
Yes,
hands.
they're throwing their care to the altar. That's what that is.
But do you notice the way they did it? Now that you just said that, it looked like a diamond shape.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
look at
of
that.
course.
Oh, you know how they probably did the camera filming is cameras come in small sizes of pins. They could have maybe had a pin in their lapel or somewhere
Yeah,
hiding.
well, somebody's got a camera in there. I don't
It
know
has
how
to
they
be.
got it in, but I'll tell you what, kudos for getting it in, because this is some good shit. This is the kind of stuff I like TikTok for. But then there's other stuff that really disturbs me. Let's take a look. See what he's doing, Amelia? Showing his care.
Do you or do you not feel
I love this
bonita?
stuff. This is the best.
I feel bonita.
Wonderful, because you look bonita.
Now, what the hell does that mean, bonita?
Beautiful, pretty.
Oh,
It looks pretty. You look pretty.
them little doggies.
They look
I
pretty.
love this. Let's watch it again.
Because you look bonita.
Now, this guy that you're looking at is pouring gasoline all over himself. And he was about to set himself on fire in New York. Watch what happens. And it will surprise you who stopped him. Watch it. Watch all these people. Watch who stops him. And then, Amelia, you tell everybody who stopped him.
Okay. It was a college students. A lot of college students have stopped him.
What kind of college student?
Young college students, female college students.
A
have stopped
young
him.
female, a young girl.
Young girl.
All of these guys standing around, right?
She put herself
All
in
these
danger.
guys standing around.
It looked like it was
Who
a lot of,
stopped them was a girl.
at least in her 20s, and the guys around him were
Maybe
like his age.
20 years old, 21.
Yes.
You got to figure she's in college. She's not any older than like 22, 23.
Very young.
Very young, right?
Very, very young. And all these men around him, maybe his age, were walking around him just watching, just not even watching what he was doing. And she
Yeah.
knew what she was doing, and she stopped him.
Yeah. She knocks the matches right out of his hand.
He was actually right about to light it when she stopped him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Right about, just
He would have went up like a torch.
right about to strike that match, and she stopped him.
then I love that people actually got a hold of this stuff. This is why people watch TikTok. It's both horrible and beautiful. Like, I'm looking at this next clip here, and I thought one thing about this clip, and then it really surprised me. Boy, what a feel-good story this was. Watch this. This poor dog. Somebody abandoned this dog in a car wash.
Aw,
Look at that
cute little doggy. Aw,
Look at that little face,
cute little
right?
doggy, sad little face.
This little puppy, somebody abandoned this dog at a car wash. He's got all kinds of like little problems with his ears, but he looks like a happy doggy.
Without any hair, he doesn't have any hair on his body. It looks like.
No, it's a hairless dog. You're going to see why. Hold on. The woman took him home.
Oh, look at that little shirt.
The woman took him home. If you look at him now, he's growing his hair back.
Very much so.
Not
like a
cute. He's
different
eating an ice
dog.
cream. Look, dogs love ice cream cones, okay? Especially like vanilla
Oh, they do. They
in
do.
a pup cup. Hell, I like vanilla in a pup cup. Take a
That's a different dog from the very beginning.
You know how I knew it was the same dog?
Oh,
The ears. That dog's ears were so badly infected, they had to cut some of this dog's ears off.
oh.
If you look at the dog's ears, it's the same ears. Watch. See his ears?
Oh, yes. I see. Oh, look at that.
You see where they cut them off?
They did. Look at that.
See the tip of his ears are missing?
Yeah, they are a little bit. Look at that. You can see
Yeah.
it.
We would get his hair back.
Aw. Aw.
That's the girl who rescued the dog.
It's a
I want to
totally
say
different
to
dog.
whoever this girl is, God bless you. And I really, really mean that. God
That's
bless
a
you.
totally different dog.
And to the person who stuck that poor animal
I hope
at
you
the
rot.
car wash, I hope you fucking rot in hell,
Yes.
you piece of human shit.
And guess what? The gate's open. I can kick your ass right in there.
Exactly. Here's your boyfriend, Joe Biden. I want you to take a look at the guy next to him because you're going to see something. It's really important, too. Take a look at his face because he's not what you think it is. Watch. Now, that's the same person, right? We're standing next to Joe Biden.
Yes.
Okay. What do you see unusual about this person?
Well, he has a line on his neck like if it was a mask or something was over him, like it was placed over him.
You're very, very warm. Yep. You're there.
And it could be
It's
a
a
robot.
robot. You're looking at a robot.
And they put like maybe flesh or some kind of fake flesh over it. Make
It's
it look
a
like.
it's a robot.
Mhm.
They put rubber skin. And you're going to see how they did it. Watch. This ought to scare the shit out of you. There's Donald Trump.
Or with the people that are just listening, they're showing a lady combing a robot's hair that looks just like Donald Trump, and they just opened it like his face, just show the
Yeah, they
inside
took
of it.
his head off.
Mhm.
They opened up his head. What they did, watch.
Oh, right there, you can tell on the
This is
chin.
this is the creepiest one yet. This woman that we're watching actually has, what do you want to call them, Amelia? Like kind of like lines on her face.
Yeah, the
That looks
robot
like
mouth or something.
it looks like a puppet mouth, doesn't it?
Yes, you could see it right there underneath her, like her lips, her bottom lip, all right down there, down her chin.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. This is a hate crime.
This is on a college campus. Okay.
College
You
campus.
remember kids used to play a game called Kick the Can?
Yes, I remember that. We used to do that when we were kids.
Well, they're playing Kick the Can with a Bible.
That's disrespectful.
This is what they do on college, okay? Kicking the Bible. Watch.
Do you realize that you guys are committing a hate crime right now?
By the way, I should point out that they were all Muslims that were doing it.
That's what I was going to ask you, if they were from Muslim or
Yeah, they're
kind
all
of
every
faith or...
fucking one of them are dothead, towelhead Muslims. Yep. Everyone.
But yet our American colleges have built a room for them so they can go pray anytime they freaking
They
well
can go
please.
fuck themselves, okay?
Yeah. Can you believe
I don't
that?
like fucking Muslims.
Can
Watch.
you believe that they did that?
From the very first day of the transition period from the consumer format to the creative society, each and every person will receive an unconditional basic income of at least $10,000 per month.
Okay.
Where's mine?
I want to know where this came from. I want to know who this guy is and where he came from and why is he talking like this? Okay?
Because where's
You
mine
will-
10,000?
You will own nothing and be happy. Okay? Where have you heard that before?
Probably a campaign speech from somewhere.
No. How about the New World Order? You're looking at it.
Yeah, but like, who's going to promise that and not deliver?
Well, wait. Let's watch. Let's continue.
Yes, you heard that right. $10,000 per month. Plus, all debts will be completely canceled. That's right. All debts will be canceled. And that's not all. There will be no more taxes for individuals or small and medium-sized businesses. Then we will have free education, free health care, and there will be no utility bills. Later on, if you need it, you will be provided at least 650 square feet of housing per person for free and as your private property.
But what's the catch?
What's the
Mhm.
catch? That's the question. What's the catch? The catch is you've got to sell your soul. We are up on a commercial break. I want to welcome our new sponsor tonight, Amelia. Take a look. This is our new friends at Shopify. Those of you, let me tell everybody what Shopify is. If you are familiar with online marketplaces, Amelia, I'm sure you probably more than anybody.
I love to crochet, so hey.
All right. Well, here's the thing. You could turn your crocheting into a business on Shopify. How would you do it? Well, you go on the Shopify.com and you set up a little account. You register an account. You put like a business name. You upload your merchandise. Create a login name. username and password, and there you go. You're set. You got yourself a store. What's the best part is it's your store.
Oh,
Nobody takes anything from you. It's your store to sell your stuff. Well, how's it work? Let's take a look. It's a really interesting concept. I came upon these people, and actually, I was listening to Spotify when I heard Shopify.
wow.
Yeah, because our show is on Spotify,
Mhm.
among many thousands of platforms. But let's take a look at our friends from Shopify.
Jess wanted to start a business when something surprising happened.
Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet.
She started crocheting, like a lot. And her friends noticed.
Jess, you need to sell those.
So she signed up for Shopify and started building her business.
Yes, I love that.
And after a lot of hard work, this happened.
Oh my gosh, I just made my first sale!
You see, every day, hundreds of businesses get their first sale on Shopify.
We got a ding!
And the next could be you. So when you're ready to bring your idea to life,
And become your own boss.
build it on Shopify.
And that's how you do that.
Welcome aboard, Shopify.
Yeah, how about it? What do you think? You going to
I
start your
love it.
crochet business now?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go. So that is Shopify.com. Again, go on, register your business. Got something you want to sell, something that you're really good at, you think you can make money with, go on to Shopify.com, register, get yourself a little storefront, and have at it along with the many hundreds of thousands of people across the world who call Shopify their one-stop shop for business.
Yes.
There you go. So, let's talk about TikTok. We've seen some good, some bad. We've seen some interesting and some unusual, for sure. What has drawn you? I never asked you this,
Mhm.
and I should have probably many months ago or a year ago, however long it's been. I should have asked you what took you to a nice person like yourself, a decent, honest girl, to this sick, twisted world called TikTok.
Oh, at first I was, like I said, drawn to the recipes at first, to see what else we could cook because I was just tired of cooking the same stuff over and over and over. I wanted to start something different. And you know how you have your dresser drawers and
Yeah.
get everything just all crammed in. I wanted to find a neater way to put, my stuff together or, my papers together, file better. And it did. It showed me a lot of different ways that I could actually stack everything and have
Like
more room.
organizing and stuff,
Organizing. Oh, yes.
right?
Absolutely, especially my closet. Your clothes,
Okay.
how they're all crammed up. You could find little ways of putting your, hangers better. And it worked. And I was like, wow. And I think, didn't you say Anita did the same thing? She kind of organized your
Yeah.
closets a little bit better. And that's what I liked about that. And my daughter made this wonderful recipe with stuffed chicken. It was so good. And I said, where did you learn this? She says, Mom, I got it from TikTok. And I said, really? She goes, yeah, you ought to go on there. They have some great recipes. And I did. And we made some great lasagna. And you wouldn't,
So where does your other content come from?
the other contents, you mean like my duets?
Yeah, that stuff.
Well, one time I was just watching, how they said you might like this kind of stuff. So I was scrolling through and I thought, duets. Let's see what this is all about. And I thought, okay, are they really singing? And they're like, no, we're just lip syncing. I said, okay, well, let's try this once. And so I tried it,
Okay.
and so many people liked it. And I thought, okay, this is interesting. So I kept doing them, and it got interesting. So that's where I got a lot of them in there. And I told you, I said, let's try one, you and I. And we did. We have one out there ourselves.
Actually, I'm looking for it as a matter of fact.
And so I thought, you know what?
I think it's I actually think I might have found it.
And I thought, you know what? We should do one. It's fun to do.
Guess
And
what?
hmm
I found it. This is what we're talking about, folks. Now, you got to understand something. I know nothing about duets. I know even less about TikTok. Amelia is the uncrowned queen of TikTok duets. Because she's got like 37,291 of them at last count. So this is what
My
she
work
does.
glasses.
This is called a duet. Now let's explain the idea here. Okay, so I'm just trying to word it. She is going to take what I say, and what I say is completely separate from anything connected to her. They were done at two separate times.
We added it together.
And you edit this together. Now, what I say, she's got to come up with something to match my situation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you what. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show you what Smartass came up with. Here you go.
I need to talk to you. Hello. Hey, Angela, I need to talk to you. It's important. Hello.
What?
I need to talk to you. It's important.
What do you want?
I need to talk to you about something important.
Do I bother you when you're drinking your coffee?
Look, I'm at work. I'm having some too.
Well, do I?
No, but I need to talk to you.
What?
It's important. It's about the show. I need to talk to you about something.
Okay, go ahead.
Look, I've been thinking about it for a while. I think it's time I have my own show. I want you to be the producer of it. I have a name and everything.
All right.
It's a great concept.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Are you happy now?
Yes.
I'm glad.
But
I'm glad you are,
would you
okay?
please listen to me?
Now get the fuck out of here.
No, because you're not listening to me. You're crazy. I need to talk to you. Hello? Hey.
This is what she does. And she's got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Just stockpiled. And she's got some that are just her, like going like googly eye in the camera, trying to look hot and sexy. And there's another one where she looks like she's in deep trouble. What I have ascertained is that Amelia is trying to hone her acting skills.
And some
I
of
guess
them
for
are.
when she gets discovered.
And some of them are, hi, this is Amelia. I'm the producer and co-host of What's the Buzz podcast
That
tonight.
would have been nice. The honorable mention of the show would have been good.
I have one on there for
You do?
Yes.
How come I've not seen it?
Because it mentioned tonight's show and last night and tonight's show.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I've not seen it yet, so I'm sure I will eventually at some point.
And there's some in there mentioning some of the shows that we've done too as well.
Speaking of some of the shows we've done, tell everybody what we got coming up.
That's a good idea. We have actually next week coming up, we're going to be doing a show. It's going to be kind of like combining each other. It's going to be May 8th, The Matrix. And May 9th, we're going to be doing The Mandela Effect.
We're going to do a show, as Amelia said.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a show next week. We're introducing a dual subject, the duality of a glitch in the Matrix and the Mandela Effect.
Yes.
You're going to hear from a very interesting young man next week named Max Laughlin. Or Laughlin, some people say.
Laughlin, something like that, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're going to hear from Max next week. I know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I know who Max is. He's just a good kid. That's really, really, really smart. I'm not going to tell you too much other than if you're conspiracy minded, you want to watch this show.
Yes.
And you want to listen. In fact, you want to listen a lot more than you want to watch. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yes.
What else we got coming up?
And on March 5th, I'm sorry, May. I don't know why I say March, but May 15th, we're going to have Marcus Cahill and Don Ely on the show.
Don Ely and Marcus K. Who are they? I won't tell you who they are. Dan Ely is a very, very lucky guy that as a teenager met Paul McCartney and hung out with him for 3 weeks.
Lucky guy, though, right?
Oh, my God, yeah. At 3 weeks at Junior's Farm in Tennessee. And Marcus Cahill, this young man makes his living as the world's premier John Lennon tribute and lookalike. In fact, they love him so much at the Cavern Club that he's performed there nearly 500 times, twice as much as the Beatles. Interesting stuff. We also I confirmed it today. Let me just tell everybody the date. I want to tell everybody the date. My friend Frank will be here.
May 16th, Tuesday?
Tuesday, May 16th, my friend Frank in Houston will be here. Frank is a businessman that puts his money where his mouth is, and he helps a bunch of folks like you've never seen before. We are going to have some of Frank's friends on our show. In fact, one of his friends' name is Angelo. We're going to have Angelo on the show.
That is one nice, kind-hearted guy right there, Frank.
Really, really is. Yes. They're talking about somebody that should be, how do they say, nominated for sainthood.
Yes.
Frank in Houston, he's definitely the guy. And we got some other stuff coming up. We're not going to tell you just yet, but we are going to say thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you next Monday as we introduce the Matrix to everybody. And so, for Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman, I am the Mad Dog, saying, be kind to each other. It doesn't take much to smile. It really doesn't. Smile, be kind. You know what? There's a couple nice people left in the world. Go find a few, okay?
Oh, don't forget about our 10,000 downloads that we had.
Oh, yeah. We hit the 10,000 mark. Thank you for mentioning that.
Yes.
And we are now at
episodes.
More than that now.
Now, yeah.
327 episodes as of right now.
Fantastic. Yay.
328 when we're done this show.
Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate you all.
We do
every single
really
one of you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's remarkable to think that 10,000 people downloaded our material, and that's just awesome. And for Amelia, again, on behalf of myself and both of our families, thank you so much.
Yes.
We'll be able to eat next week. Wait a minute. We don't get paid. We're going to eat anyway. All right. Take care, Emil. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.